Thank you, Kate, and thank you, Charlene, for the invitation. Guys, before I start, I just want to say, just to let you guys remember better, I believe that Kate knows the story, Charlene knows the story, and Eugene, who just newly joined, knows the story. My name is June because I was born in June, and that's the true story. So today is actually my pleasure. I really love how the community is started with the best quote, um, every day we learn from the people we meet and also the books that we read. So today, this is the book that I'm sharing. I want to talk about how I come across with this book. I come across with this book about 10 years ago while I was doing the e-commerce business, where I sell jewelries and accessories. So I grabbed this book is because I love the title, Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. I was in phase where I felt like my work consumed me. I was about 20 plus years old. I was just graduated from the college. Charlene is an accountant, so I nearly become an accountant. So I decided not to take on my ACCA because I was like, after I took my ACCA, I would be accountant. So I didn't do that. So I set up my company and I felt like every day I'm working. But I felt the work wasn't meaningful because when I have more orders, I don't know whether should I be happy or should I be sad. Happy because you have more orders, like business is booming, right? Sad is because it means that you have to work more. And I was at my 20s. I was very afraid of losing control. I think this is the first fear that most of the entrepreneurs face when you are a solopreneur. You want to control the quality and the process of the delivery that your customer are going to get. That's why you decided, you know what, I'm going to do everything by myself. So that's where you fall into the fallacy. You are just like what Kit said, you are just owning a job. It's not, you shouldn't even call it a business because this book, one of the very great definition that it changed the perspective of what I understand about business is that a business is something that need to run without you. But most of the entrepreneurs, we need ourselves to be in the business to feel like, hey, you know what, things are running safely because we couldn't trust others. That's number one. And or we do not know how to delegate. And we thought, or the third one, it's the even worse, is that we have the wrong idea of what a business is. So that's why if let's say you were feeling like whatever I told you just now, you're like, oh my God, June, you're saying the right thing. Like, how would you know my feeling? Firstly, you are not alone. So basically, a lot of entrepreneurs, when we are starting out, we don't actually have a course like back in college to teach us, hey, how to be a great businessman. So that's why if let's say this is where I'm describing you, this is the best book that you should read. I always revisit this book whenever I feel like, oh, I'm very tired in my business. I feel like I'm doing a lot of stuff, but it's just not going to the way I want. So there are a few things that I'll pick some of the key points that I learned in this book. So firstly, if let's say we are as an entrepreneur, there are three hats that we are wearing. So the first hat, it's the moment that you realize, yes, I want to start a business. Maybe you are really good at doing coffee, okay? And then, or maybe you're really talented at, just like me, I was really talented, not talented. I enjoy handmade the jewelries myself. So that was me. And then I love earrings. That was me. So suddenly there will be a day they decided, hey, I'm good at doing certain things. So why not I become an entrepreneur? So that is the moment that you feel like, oh, yes, I'm so passionate. You might have spent the whole night talking this business idea to your spouse, to your parents, to your friends. You're getting excited. That's your entrepreneur. That's the first hat that we are wearing. So that is the second hat that we are wearing. That is called the manager. The manager is something like someone who takes the idea of the entrepreneur. Hey, she wants to create an e-commerce shop that is like booming. Like a lot of ladies love to shop there. But a manager is someone who makes sure everything is in place, everything's in order, making sure VVIP is being taken care of, making sure all the clients get their delivery on time, right? And the last one, there will be someone that we call is the executor, that is called technician. Technician is the person who is executing the work. If let's say you are really a good barber, then you're working in a salon, then you are a barber, right? If let's say I'm very good at making jewelry, then I'm the jeweler. So every single day, we as an entrepreneur, can you imagine that we are wearing different hats at different times? There is one example very strongly advocate in this book is like just thinking that we are trying to lose weight. there is always like an angel and devil. The angel is, hey, June, lose weight. The devil is, June, your French fries, your snacks, your cookies, your ice cream. There's always a devil and an angel. So can the angel and devil live in the same spot? Most likely not, because when the angel is trying to lose weight, the devil will show the snacks to the angel. So these two persons cannot exist together at the same time. They need to find a balance with each other. So why is it related to the entrepreneur, manager, and technician? The example that I referenced to you guys just now is because as a solopreneur, there will be times that you feel like, oh, I want to be super innovative. You know what? I want to make my company the best in the Malaysia or whatever. That's the entrepreneur of you. But then there's the executor side of you. Wow, today got a lot of order. I need to pack a lot of things. Very stressed. But then the entrepreneur is like, yeah, we need to open shop here and there. We want to open a shop in Penang, JB, and everything. And then the manager look at them is like, oh, I need to make sure everything is in order. Please give me system. Please give me the right technology. Please give me the right software. So we feel constantly tired as a solopreneur or as an entrepreneur is because we are wearing three hats. So that's why in this book, it's actually teaching you how you should balance the role that you have within the entrepreneur, manager, and the technician, and know the fact that you know that you are not lunatic, because maybe it's the first time that you had your business and then you feel like, why am I like doing everything by myself? When you feel the moment, congrats, because not a lot of people can start their business to the point that they realize that they are doing every single thing. There are a lot of people, they are constantly working in the business, not knowing that. They feel like that's the way it should be. So the next thing is that how you should actually moving forward. The moving forward part would be, since you already realize that you are doing everything by your own, the next step is how to solve it. Okay. You need to systemize your business. That's the next step. All right. What do I mean by systemize? Right. So, like, for example, I have another business that I'm currently running. I'm still involved in the business, but I don't literally need to go to office. My staff will handle that. My team will handle that by their own without my presence. But in order to get from where you are right now to that place, it needs some time. The time is systemizing it, documenting down all the manuals in company. It can be as easy as, if let's say your business can't be run by a 10 years old, then it literally can't be delegated. So that's why if let's say there are a lot of processes when you are delivering your product to your client, the first thing is to identify what are the processes it's involved when you deliver a service to your client. It can be, for example, it can be customer service, okay? It can be handling the orders. It can be account and admin. It can be marketing and sales, because you want to get the marketing and sales. Right now, you are one person who is juggling so many different areas. That's where you need to start an organization chart, draw it out. At first, the organization chart is going to be very, very funny because it will be CEO, COO, the manager, CFO, the finance, the admin, the marketing and sales and marketing. You know what? Your name is going to be on the chart itself. You're the CEO, you're COO, CFO, sales and marketing, and admin and account as well. However, start one by one replacing yourself with other people name. Start hiring. And before you even start hiring, start to have a documentation of what are the processes that the person need to go through when doing the task. So I know that, I don't know whether who we have in this community, but let's say you are first time hiring. There will be a moment you'll feel like, yes, it is feel like very nervous, excited because, oh, finally someone is going to do my work that I hate to do, that I don't like to do, that I have no time to do. The nervous part will be like, can this person actually fulfill what I want them to do? Or would it be dangerous to pass this job to that person that I barely need? Okay, if let's say you are starting to hire, I just want to assure you that it is totally fine. And it is also totally fine that maybe you hired someone, he or she is not the best fit. But what you need to do is just to fire them faster than you hired them. So this is one of the experience that I learned from my mentor as well as from other resources as well. So I don't know whether I passed through the time. I believe it's 15 minutes time, right, Kit? Yeah, so I think I'm on time. So guys, so if let's say you love my sharing and you are a solopreneur and you want to expand your business, or you even haven't started a business, this is a book you must read even before starting out. So yeah, I pass over to Kit. Thanks, Kit.